Welcome to Mishna study Masachet Ketubot Perekim al Mishna Aleph. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss girls whom a fine is still due. Right. So we know in general the pasuk in the Torah, if someone sleeps with a virgin, right, he has to pay a fine of 50 shekalim, right, and then he has to marry her. Right. That's the pasuk. Right. V'natan isha shocheh b'ma la'avia na'ara 50 kasef. He has to give the father of that girl 50 kasef as a knas, as a fine. Now, if there's going to be a different punishment, you're not going to be able to pay that fine. Right? If a person violated, a person slept with someone that's forbidden to him, and he should get death for that. Right? He slept with I don't know, someone that he's supposed to get punished for. Right? Then he's not going to have to pay a fine. But over here, we're going to see these people. Right? Even though you're not supposed to marry them, you're not supposed to sleep with them. Even so, they still get the money of the fine. And who are they? Abala mamzeret, so the mamzeret, bala netina, bala kutit. Right, netina from the netinim from times of Yoshua, or kutit. Abala gioret, if someone marries a gioret, a convert, bala shivuya, right, like someone was taken captive, bala shivha, right, a maid. Shniftu v'shnitgairu v'nishtahreru, right, if they were redeemed, they were converted, and after they were freed, if they did so, pehutot mibenot shalosh shalem v'yom echad, right, if it's less than 3 years and a day, right, less than 3 years and a day, so we say they're still considered a virgin. If they were older than that, right? If they only converted afterwards, then they no longer have the halachic status of a virgin. And if someone slept with them, they wouldn't have to pay the fine of 50 shekalim that you would have to pay to the father of someone who slept with a virgin. Now the Mishnah continues: if someone sleeps with his sister, right? Over here, there's an isur karet over here, right? So we're going to say that over here they don't have to. Actually, we'll see in a second, right? If someone sleeps with his sister, aviv, right? His dad's sister, his mom's sister, right? His wife's sister, right? His brother's wife, his dad's brother's wife, or a woman who is nida, right? They have to pay, still have to pay a fine. Even though there's an isur karet involved, there is no death penalty. And because there is no death penalty, so this is their penalty. Their penalty is to pay the fine. Now you're going to have to say over here that we're talking about when there was no warning. Because if there was a warning, we know if there's a warning for nisur karet, the people get lashes, right? They get malkut. So you have to say there is no warning, and that's what Harambam says. Shimitrubo nitchayu malkut, right? Kol chayav keretot lokin. Anyone who's chayav karet would usually have to get lashes. So you have to say over here that we're talking about Mishnah. Why do they have to pay the fine? Because there was no warning, and because there was no warning, they're not getting lashes. They only get karet, and therefore they have to still they would have to pay that fine.